Hey, it's Nick at Drain My Lawn, and I want to talk to you today about the difference in pipes. So I have here both French drain man pipes. This is the 3.5, this is the 4. So you can see there is a noticeable difference in the coil size. So I get asked by a number of folks, hey, do I really need to go with 3.5 now? Like, what's the deal? Do I need to go with, is 3.5 actually better? Well, it depends on your application. For French drains, I really like the 3.5 8 slot. You can see here, let's just look at some comparisons here. You can see the slots. So your 8 slot on the 4-inch is still a bigger slot. You can still has a bigger opening, but this one has a lot of really nice large openings in it. So proportionately, you're still getting a whole lot of flow. This is still going to be a whole lot more flow than any of the other pipes you're going to have out there. So yeah, it might have less flow than the big high octane 8 slot 4-inch, but you are still, this is just second place essentially. But one of the things I really like about the 3.5 versus the 4 is because it is 3.5 inches, it does make it substantially easier to get more into the trench. I know that sounds kind of silly because, I mean, you can see the size difference. There's a substantial size difference here, but it makes a difference when you have a system, especially if you have a really shallow French drain system, that you can't go deep because the whole yard doesn't actually allow for it due to slope. The 3.5 really helps us in that, and it also helps us to get 2 pipes into a trench where normally I would only be able to get 1 pipe and have to put rock. So 2 pipes is better than 1 pipe and rock, generally speaking. So those are some of the comparisons. If the 4-inch, we still use plenty of it. I love it. The 4-inch is the strongest pipe. It's still a little bit stronger. It seems that way. One of the other things that I have yet to test, because we haven't gotten that cold yet. Sorry to interrupt the show, but if you want one of these Drain My Lawn Carhartt hats, be the first to comment high octane in the comments. If you are the first to comment high octane, go ahead and put it in there. We'll reach out to you and we'll mail you one of these sweet Carhartt Drain My Lawn hats. All right, back to the show. The 3.5 inch holds more flexibility in the winter versus the 4-inch. I know that this pipe right here, the 4-inch pipe, is very rigid. The high octane, the heavy, the extra heavy duty. I don't mean just the 4-inch. It's the real strong stuff. It is pretty rigid in the winter, so when it gets cold, that stuff's hard to bend and everything. From when I've been told, especially, you know, they're up there in Michigan using it, this is a whole lot more flexible in the winter, so that's going to play out a good bit. So those are my initial thoughts. I'll give some more thoughts as we go, but for French drains, I really like both of them, but the 3.5 really is great because generally speaking, French drains are not going to be, they're not rated for high stormwater flows. They're made for just taking water as fast as it'll come. And normally, you know, the difference in the pipe sizes aren't going to decrease your French drain capacity in general. In fact, if I'm able to get more pipes in there versus pipe and stone, I actually could wind up with more holding capacity in the French drain with this, with this, and even so while this one would technically at full capacity be able to flow more water, the likelihood of ever getting to that is extremely low. And so in most practical situations, this is going to perform just as good as the 4-inch, and it's smaller, so you can see in the back of your truck. So I haven't actually seen how many we can get there. I have a Silverado 1500 crew cab, and I can get 3 of these easily in the back of my truck. I think I can get 4 of those. So just want to show you the comparison there. That is what you're looking at as far as size difference. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, or if you need drainage in Charlotte, North Carolina, go to drainmylawn.com or call us at 704-489-3444.